Hey guys, welcome back. I said I was going to upload 2 videos this weekend, but I'm just going to do one tonight and probably one tomorrow, so look forward to that. And I missed you guys, actually. There's really, like, if there's one thing I want to talk about, I'm not going to make like a video just to justify making a video. I'm going to wait until there's a little bit more news and then I'll talk about it, alright? So that's how my layout is. Like, if there's no news, I'm not going to post a video. Usually I post around 5:30, 6 o'clock. This is a lot later, but yeah, so let's just get right into the news right here. There's only a couple things, really. So there's a supercharger that promises an 8 to 12 hour playtime, like play span or whatever, on a 1-minute charge, 60-second charge. So I mean, it was at the CES. It's every January. I mean, it wasn't at it, but they expect it to be there, I should say. And it seems like it could be too good to be true, to be honest with you. Like, really, 8 to 12 hours on one charge? Like, what kind of technology is that? So, I mean, it's not just going to change, like, gaming. It's going to change, like, charging forever in different devices. So, I mean, this device could potentially make this person or company or whatever a lot of money. So, I guess the company says it's claiming this advancement in rapid charging is called PDP. And they don't have any working prototypes to demonstrate at CES. It's just a claim, patent pending in a black box, basically, is what it is. It's not really any use out of it right now. So, Christopher Dingle, he's development of the PDP. He said to Polygon here, he said, the power pack isn't a battery pack as we know them today. There's no chemical reaction going on inside. Instead, it's a physical reaction, which also means there's no battery degradation over time. It's unclear what exactly that means. But he said it's a power pack, not a battery, and we likely won't find out until 2017. So, I mean, whatever. That's cool. So then the supercharger PDP for the Xbox One and PS4, more than likely eventually, is, I guess, going to be expected to go up for pre-order at the end of the year, and the price tag is going to be around $100, $99. So, I mean, that gets you the pack and the charging base. So it'd be really cool, like, to see this, like, cross over into, like, I don't know, tablets and smartphones and laptops and all that good stuff. I mean, geez, 8 to 12 hours on one charge. I don't know if I can believe it. I need to see this, like, physically to see it, like, work. That'd be so cool. I mean, I hope it's just not like a person making a claim saying, oh my god, look at what we made, and then it doesn't even turn out to be anything. So look forward to that. I mean, I'm going to look forward to that. That's really cool. I mean, $100 though, I don't know if I'd want to spend that much on it, but it is a cool feature to have, and who knows how many charges it lasts as well. That's another thing to question on it. So, Xbox One sales reached at least 18 million units. That was reportedly the number of consoles active in the last 28 days. And I guess Microsoft writer Mary Foley of GameSpot, she said to a source that they sold at least 18 million units, and basically what they said, it's Foley divulged the figure as a part of about the 200 million Windows 10 users that they had or downloaded Windows 10, and Microsoft is including Xbox Ones in that because Xbox One Experience in November runs the new version of Windows 10. I'm not sure what the old interface looked like, but I'm liking the Windows 10 feature a little bit. I mean, I like the layout, I like how it looks. It looks pretty cool. So they confirmed that active means a device that's been active. Obviously, it's not. You really have them explain that to you. But yeah, it's a console that's basically been turned on and used in the last month, 28 days. So I guess what they said, Windows 10 is on 180 million PCs, and then they factor in Windows 10 phones is 1 million, so that's reportedly around 18 or so million consoles that were running Windows 10, I guess. So they didn't really get a response back. GameStop didn't. GameSpot, I should rather say. So, I mean, they said that the consoles figures may be higher, considering that there's unreasonable amount of people playing. Like, maybe they didn't log in at that time or whatever on the month, or you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they're around the 22 million mark. I have a feeling that it's higher than 18 million. I mean, 18 million seems like a really small number, especially since the console was on sale for $300 over the holiday season. So, but Phil Spencer did come out and say, like, recently that Sony's lead is so large that Microsoft may never be able to catch up. But Microsoft did a total 180 just to basically get the consoles out there and into people's hands. You know, they had the DRM when they announced it. They had the Always Online 24 check-in, and they had a couple other things. You couldn't trade in games, whatever. So yeah, whatever. Look, 18 million consoles, probably somewhere around 22, 23 million consoles for the Xbox, but that's still kind of a low number, potentially, like where we're at. But the PS4 had such a good launch because they basically waited till Xbox announced their stuff, and then I still feel that Sony waited until Xbox announced everything, and then they basically flipped the coin and said, "Oh, we're not going to do any of that." You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make any sense? Like, I feel like that's what actually happened. I'm not going to get into talking about the Oculus Rift, really, but I mean, let's just talk about it. All right, whatever. So, Oculus Rift creator, Paul Merlucci said the PlayStation VR isn't quite as high end as the Oculus Rift, and he still described the competing device as a good headset. All right, right there, I got a question. The Oculus Rift doesn't work on the PS4, so obviously he's not worried about competition, because I mean, yeah, it doesn't work on the PS4. That's your own freaking fault, but he doesn't need to sit here and knock the PlayStation VR. I mean, obviously the price point for the Oculus Rift was outstanding, like $600. My PC can barely run it. It's like a $2,000 computer. So, I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you guys, really, to be honest. Like, okay, so, might be true, he said, that when we ask PlayStation VR is the biggest competitor. I think that it's not. Many people who already own a PS4 don't own a gaming PC. I'm gonna raise my hand right here. I own a gaming PC and a PS4 and an Xbox One. Boom, son. I mean, I'm probably a slim number of people, but whatever. He said we're gonna roughly invest $1,500 in the investment for the Rift. It's a separate market. They're bringing virtual reality to a different group of people who don't think they've ever really part of our market anyways. So he added, it's also worth noting that the headset isn't quite as high end as ours. It's still, I think, a good headset. And the PS4 is not nearly as powerful as our recommended spec for PC. No shit, Sherlock. No shit. I never would have thought that the console wasn't, like, up to the recommended settings that you guys require for Oculus Rift. It's like, what, 3 USB 3.0 ports or some shit? And then 1 USB 2.0? And 8 gigs of RAM? And you at least have to have a GTX 970 running in that frickin' son of a bitch? Like, Jesus. No, really. I never would have guessed that. Guys, this is news to me. I never would have thought the consoles are way less than the recommended specs for the Oculus Rift. Blows my mind. I don't know. It blows my mind what he just said. Never thought consoles were less powerful than PCs. But hey, whatever. Thank you, Captain Obvious. He said, I knew some people at Sony working on the VR before I even started my Kickstarter campaign. Actually, and when we brought them in early on to show them what we were working on, to talk about what the minimum standards were for a good VR experience, he said, what does it take to make something that won't make people uncomfortable and won't turn off people off virtual reality? That's really the most important thing, is not to poison this well for us in the future, and I think they understand that. They also understand the importance of content, and they've been doing a lot of work making sure there's a lot of VR games. So, and if you guys didn't know, PlayStation said they have 200 games in development, which 99.9% of those games are, probably 98% of those games are indie games that aren't going to mean anything when the frickin' headset comes out. So, useless right there. They say, oh yeah, we got 200 games in development. Yeah, you got 200 games in development, but you probably only going to play around one or two of those games, if that, if they're any good even. Like, if they suck, you're not going to buy them. So, I mean, guys, I don't know. The Oculus Rift is at $600 frickin'. I would not buy it. My PC can run it, but no, I don't see no. If I were to spend $600, I'd upgrade my PC. I wouldn't buy a freaking headset, like virtual reality headset. So, where I expect Project Morpheus or PlayStation VR to be, I expect it to be somewhere around the $300 to $350 mark. If it comes in at $400 or $450 or even $500, yeah, they're gonna wonder why VR didn't take off. It's just gonna be another fad. But if it's around the $300 mark, I can see it moving some consoles. But once you have it around the $400, $500 mark, not so much. You're not going to pay $400 for the PS4, $500 for the console. You're already up to $900. Plus, you got to get, if you want, you can get PlayStation Plus, or you can get a couple games for $60 a pop. You're up over $1,100. You might as well build a PC, and just without virtual reality, just build a nice PC if you're going to spend that kind of money. So, realistically, I don't think Sony's going to be that stupid. But then again, we don't know that for sure. So, there's that, and that's about it, really, to be honest with you guys. That's all I really wanted to cover today. I might have covered everything in this video that's news for the weekend, but yeah, if you guys want to watch me live stream, I'll probably try to live stream here tomorrow morning if I wake up, you know, at a reasonable hour. So look forward to that. I'll post it on Facebook if I'm going to live stream and what time. It's going to be in Central Time. I don't know if I want to live stream on Xbox or PlayStation just yet. Probably go with Forza Motorsport, but I'm not sure. And yeah, that's really all I really want to talk about today. So make sure to like this video, guys, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I will talk to you guys tomorrow or Monday, or both. So there's that. All right, see you guys. Have a good weekend.